this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich.
Popovich
TV. Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. And we in the end game cause I got so many theories and suspicions. I diagnose with real nigga conditions. Today is the day I follow my intuition. Keep the family close. Get money, fuck bitches. I double park the Aston in the red. My mama told me that I'ma work myself to death. My girl told me don't let these hoes get in my head. I'm world been aesthetic. I check the signal that red. Buzzing. Raindrops is buzzing. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite songs off the damn album by KendricK LamaR. And obviously after Super Bowl Sunday, he is buzzing, or as I like to say, spinning in the clip. And with the Chiefs being down 24-0 at the half, we already knew they wasn't pulling no Tom Brady out the hat like they did on Atlanta and pulling no comeback. So naturally, we, patiently waiting for the halftime show and for KendricK LamaR to be the first solo artist, hip-hop artist, to headline the Super Bowl and give us a spectacular show and cap it all off with, they not like us. They not like us. However, the day after, a lot of people are saying, kind of boring, kind of El Trashy though, kind of mid. Not what I was expecting. Wasn't entertaining. Worst halftime show of all time. Like the greatest of all time? No, it's the worst of all time. And my reaction and my thoughts is coming from a KendricK LamaR fan. I definitely, think he's a dope artist. Obviously, he's, Grammy Award winning and got all of the accolades, the lyricists, the little engine that could, came in the game and, all those things that we love about him. Being from the West Side and all that shit. KendricK LamaR is a dope artist, right? Dope songwriter, composer, lyricist, all that shit, right? And in my opinion, although it wasn't the worst ever, it definitely wasn't no top 5. It didn't even sniff top 5. And I get it. For the people that's like, because a lot what people like to do, they like to attack. If you disagree with them or you don't side with their opinions and their views, it's like, oh, you hating, you just like mumbo jumbo rap. You're not a real fan. Let me go to your page and check your avatar, see if you a Trump supporter, etc. And we see that Trump was in the building, just like the Simpsons predicted. Philadelphia was going to win. The green confetti. Shout outs to Jalen Rose. Shout outs to Brown. Shout outs to Smith. Shout outs to all them boys on the Eagles. Like when the East is in the house, oh my God. They got their second one. And salutes to them for exacting that Super Bowl revenge, if you will. But back to Kendrick. The game was a wash, straight wash. Like, Leroy. The Philadelphia Eagles called out to Kansas City like, playtime's over, boy. On some, Last Dragon shit. We definitely was hoping and wishing and praying that it was a dope halftime show. And in my opinion, it was not. It definitely was mid. It definitely was boring. Although we had Samuel Jackson, he had to spin on it, playing Uncle Sam, playing on it. Even had Serena come out and crip walk to They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. Like, She really got the attention that she garnered. Even had SZA, even though I don't think she is the person that sings on All of the Stars. I'm living in night. I don't think that's who sings that song. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the person that actually sings on the song. Nice touch. I like the, what the type of car it was, or the GNC or whatever it is. The people coming out of it like, oh shit, how many people could come out of this? It started off strong. He did the DNA. He did, Be Humble, and I thought he would do a lot of other songs that I like. I definitely would have loved to see him do, We Gonna Be All Right. That's one of my favorite songs. That's in the playlist most mornings when I get up. That's the go-to, Energy, positive, and obviously, no matter what we're going through as humans, whether you're in America or you in, Germany or Russia, we gonna be all right. If God got us, then we gonna be all right. So that's one of my faves. But just the overall performance, even with the hidden messages and, people like, the PlayStation, and he had the boxes, and the red and blue was the American flag, and, you didn't catch it. And I say, this absolutely has nothing to do with it, but maybe it does. Rest in peace, the great Malcolm X, right? May the Most High have mercy on him. In the book, obviously Alex Haley, and in the movie, that Spike Lee did with Denzel, etc. Salute to all of them, right? And we see in the movie that he allegedly studied the whole dictionary, right? And when he came home as Malcolm X, he went in Detroit Red. He came out, and the reason why he was so influential, the reason why he was able to galvanize, to mobilize, and organize the people, right, is because he was able to speak to them in a language that they can understand. He could get right to them. If it's somebody on TV, an anchor, let's say Letterman or whoever, back in the days when he was speaking, he was able to articulate himself and express himself to all different type of audiences. And I say that to say, like, all right, a lot of people in the comments under these different blogs and posters, like, yeah, it's Black History Month. It's the first Black, hip hop artist. Everybody doesn't celebrate Black History Month, and I'm one of them. I'm signing with Morgan Freeman. Do the Jews have a Jew month? Do the Arabs have an Arab month? Do the Asians have Arab month? We only kind of people that have that. And if you celebrate and you rock with it, cool. Also, black folks is not the only folks that's watching the Super Bowl. Millions and millions of people watch the Super Bowl here in America and even outside of America. And so to put on hidden messages and black this, black that, I'm not saying you shouldn't be black and proud. If you are black, then every day you black and you should be proud. Just like every day if if your mom's is alive, or even if she not, your father, etc., it's Mother's Day, it's Father's Day. We don't have to wait till they say it's National Siblings Day, it's National Donuts Day, it's National Mother's Day, it's Black History Day. No, we don't need them to, dictate that to us. And then we just like sheep follow suit. So I'm saying that to say for the people like, it was a real message inside of the performance. Listen, people, I get it. Okay, it was a message. What was the message? For the people that didn't get it, whether they slow, they not slow, they fans, they not fans, because again, that's why I brought up Malcolm X. If you're trying to convey a message to the people and you want the people to understand where you're coming from, you know what I mean? Then you need to speak to them in a language and in a manner that they can understand. So if you got all these decrepit messages and we got to decipher, it's like your local rappers, like some of your mans in them, and you ride in the car, y'all doing whatever, and they playing their shit, and you bopping your head slightly, with your mans or your peoples, your girl, whoever, and then they got to explain a line to you like, yo, you hear me when I said X-Men, Wolverine, he came through like Gene. I was playing on the X-Men. And you're like, yeah, I heard the metaphor, but it was all right. It was okay. It didn't blow my mind. It wasn't no Big. It wasn't no Jada. It wasn't no Rakim, no KRS. It wasn't no Styles P. It was regular. I get that you tried your hardest, and that's how I felt like the KendricK LamaR was. All right, you put the hidden messages, but we just wanted to be entertained. And to quote the line from Gladiator, are you not entertained? No, I was not. It was okay. Black Eyed Peas halftime show was better than that. Beyonce show was better than that. You know what I mean? Like the 50 Cent, Dre, and even when Kendrick and Eminem, that was better than that. And I can go on because there was a few. Bruno Mars was better than that. And this is R&B, and this is coming from somebody who was a fan of KendricK LamaR. I could quote his lyrics, and some of the songs that I like the Yah song, a lot of people don't even like that song. And there's a few others that people are like, he lyrical and all that, but I don't like that song. I like Humble. I like DNA. I don't like the other type of songs where you got to think and listen to what he's saying, to turn the TV off, etc. But my point is, I don't think it came off like we wanted it to come off. You know what I mean? Obviously, with the whole Drake thing, and obviously he was going to do They Not Like Us, but it just didn't really hit that way. And I think we can have a right or an opinion to give our take on it being all right and not blowing our minds without being a hater, without being a Trump supporter. And then lastly, even though this ain't really got nothing to do with either, but when you go in the comments, like a lot of times I do be in the comments, like a lot of y'all, you want to read what other people have to say for, how Serena coming out is protecting black women. I don't get it. Did I miss something? That's another thing. That's a message that we got to decipher. Maybe she just wanted to come out on the big stage and garner some attention, etc. Then there was people who were like, yo, black niggas is the reason she painting herself white and she malfunctioning and all this. And some people are like, yo, he already popped both of them. So it's two superstars, both in different fields. Like if he's lame, we saying he lame now, or or even if he was lame before, right? I mean, before the beef, and you ain't think he was lame, he popped both of them. So what does that say about them or him? So where's the protecting the black women at? I don't get it when it's really the children that need the protection, because they always get the bad end of the stick. So again, we can agree to disagree. I don't think it was one of the best halftime shows. And again, after the game being such a disappointment, we definitely needed him to come in and, and turn all the way up. Not even no real guest appearances. Like he could have brought out Travis Scott on that song. That song, the Black Panther soundtrack. And I get some of the songs may be old with other people, but still, like, I get it. You the headliner, so you want to come out and, hog up the whole 10, 12 minutes or whatever. But in my opinion, 1 out of 10, solid 4, maybe 5. And again, this coming from somebody that I rock with, Kendrick, but I wasn't really entertained like that. And that's the whole point of the halftime show, is to entertain us. And we want to just listen to the songs and, we could just go to Tidal, go to Apple, play the music, and we want to see obviously the breath control and the choreography and all of that. All that shit was dope, but again, it ain't hit like people thought it hit. But let me know y'all thoughts in the comment. But y'all know what it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.